So they say that political correctness is the death of comedy. I think that the death of political correctness is just the death of free speech in general. And it's going to come to a point where like comedians are going to be the only people up there that are going to be saying what everybody else is just too afraid to say. You know what I mean? Everybody's too.
And you know what? Like, I don't want there to be all this censorship and all this fucking bullshit that happens, but I'm like, come at me, bro. I'm like, really, come at me.
Well, half your bits will have to go out the door.
That's what I'm saying, though. But I will just fucking leave that, and I will be somebody who will stand up there and I'll just say what I want.
Well, that's the thing.
Because like to me, that is the art form of comedy. Well, because if comedy was just saying what everybody was comfortable doing, everybody would do comedy. Well, but you can't.
There's always going to be everybody's always going to laugh at shit they're not supposed to laugh at. You know what I mean? Like, do you remember like back in the old days, like your parents would hide the fucking Richard Pryor album. Like, they would have to watch it. They'd have to listen to that shit by themselves. Like,
you know, I
was a latchkey kid, bro. I was like, I get to watch every fucking thing because, like,
yeah,
unfortunately, my mom had to work because she was a single parent. So she was always working, and I was just like, I had, like, my own apartment when I was, like, 12 just because I was like, my mom's always got to work doubles and shit. So I would just, I would watch Richard Pryor, fucking George Carlin. Like, that's why I'm filthy. I never grew up listening to fucking Bill Cosby, and thank God, because he's a rapist. So, you know what I mean? It's kind of cool that I just actually listened to people who had talent and wasn't a fucking douche.
But was Cosby funny in the day?
I think, here's the thing is, like, when you listen to Bill Cosby albums, they didn't have a lot of video back then, so you know, like, a lot of the shit that he's saying, some of it's funny.
He was like raping a woman.
A lot of it's not.
During.
Maybe. Yeah. He probably already had his drinks made. Dude.
He had like 5 roofies sent out to random girls in the audience as he's recording these albums.
But the Cosby thing is like a lot of comedy is stage presence. Mm-hmm. And when you listen to those albums, you listen to a lot of the stuff that he says isn't funny that necessarily, but you know.
If you saw him doing it,
he's making that Jello face.
Yeah. You just know, yeah. So
come on,
dude, that dude used to referee volleyball games at the Playboy Mansion. Like, you know, he was fucking getting like drugging some poo down there.
He should have refereed like Jello wrestling. I mean, really.
There's always room for Jello.
Yeah, like why was he doing volleyball? Like Jello wrestling is going on in the fucking grotto next door. You know.
They didn't want to be too on the nose. You know, they were trying to leave that. But, like, so Dave Chappelle is in the news.
We want to tell people he's raping women without telling people he's raping women.
Exactly. We're going to put it. It's in the undertone. You didn't read it. It was in the cliff notes.
What if Bill Cosby at his trial was just like, well, I was taking them too? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was
he was just trying to prove that it wasn't that bad. He's like, I had 3 or 4 of them sons of bitches my damn self. You know, but I was still awake because of the zoo. Yep. But, like, so Dave Chappelle, did you guys both watch his new special?
I did after a week of hearing all of it.
I know.
I had to fucking...
I was like, okay, let me see what's... But I went into it with, I want to see what's pissing everyone off. Knowing that it's not going to piss me off. Because I'm not a bitch.
I knew it wasn't going to piss me off just because of my sense of humor. But at the same time, anybody with, like, real talent, dude, I always call it a Dave Chappelle. Like, he's like either he is or he's not. Like, I'm no Dave Chappelle.
He's a goat.
You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna take me years. Like, the dude's literally a master of his craft.
He kind of references that too.
He can talk about anything and get you to understand it.
Like, but people will listen and but it's weird because it's almost like the outrage is from people who didn't really listen or interpret it in the way where he intended, and you can tell that from a lot of the content from what he said. But it's still, and he's just like, fuck all you fucking canceling motherfuckers. I don't care. I don't need your shit. This is my 3rd of 3 specials, so fuck you.
It was a mic drop.
Yeah, it was a hell of a mic drop.
It was like, it was really fire, guys. And you know how I know that? Because that motherfucker has talent. He's lost more talent than people have found, is what I'm saying. Dave Chappelle has an ability to use the English language to make you laugh at uncomfortable shit. And that, to me, is what makes a true comedian. Can you take a topic that will make most people cringe, but you have the ability to turn it on its head and you make them laugh about it?
But actually be funny.
Well, of course. If it's
not just it's a racy joke, so laugh at it because you're not supposed to.